Hello, Electrum parents, and welcome to Virtual Open House 2020. I wish that we were able to do this in person, but I still wanted to make sure that I gave you some information about the class and making sure that I answered as many questions as I could for you. First of all, let me just say how impressed I have been with your amazing children and the way that they've handled this situation. They are just rehearsing extremely well. They're already really buying into the show, and just I couldn't be more pleased with what they've done so far and the potential that they have this year. So just an incredibly stellar group of kids. I wanted to chat with you a little bit about our choir curriculum and some of our performance training that we do. First of all, in terms of the curricular aspects of choir, in addition to working through our music during our Zoom sessions, we're also really focusing on doing some vocal technique development, making sure that they're also working on their music literacy skills, being able to read music, and we're utilizing Canvas a lot with our virtual instruction and of course Zoom as well. So I wanted to take you through our Canvas page a little bit just to make sure that you were aware of how that's being utilized. So your kids' Canvas courses will be up on their dashboard. And then when you go into Electrum, I've tried to organize the front homepage pretty simply. I have just their schedule here. And then I've got kind of these three buttons that I've created. The Electrum logo, if you click on that, it will take you directly to our website. And this is where you can access all of the extracurricular aspects of the class, like our fundraisers. We're doing our mask fundraiser. It's got the join codes for Remind, the ways to join the Snap Raise campaign. It talks about choir deposits that are due. And then you can always make sure that you join our Instagram page, our Twitter, and Facebook so that you can kind of stay updated with all of those types of things that are going on in the program. In addition to some of the website information, the other two things that are on the homepage for Canvas are the modules and the resources. And the difference between this is modules are kind of like our day-to-day lessons that are put up there. So you can see that I've just created an August module, and each day we have something that we're doing. The plan for the day and links to certain resources that we're using for that day are in there. And you'll see that if there are points, that means there's something that they actually need to submit. So like we're doing our first vocal assessment on Thursday, and then just also some assignments for music literacy on Sight Reading Factory. Sight Reading Factory, I think most of your kids have accessed this, but this is where we'll be doing a lot of our music literacy assignments and tests. And so there is a page that they've joined. And I think almost all of them have joined that. So we'll just be doing some music literacy training through this where they can actually utilize metronomes and making sure that they're developing solfege skills for sight singing and rhythmic training as well. And we'll be doing that as part of our virtual curriculum. And then also the other button that is on that front page takes the kids to resources. So this is where there's going to be things to help them with their vocal parts and choreography videos and things like that. So there's just some buttons here. There's the Snap Raise again. There's Sight Reading Factory right there. There's dance videos that are here. When they click on the boy singing there, they'll go to this page, which will have all the vocal part recordings, all the sheet music and accompaniment tracks for the show, any vocal rehearsal notes that we take. And then it's kind of broken down by, so far we've started the song 1, 2, and 3 of our show, Sideshow 221, which we hope to be able to perform for you next semester. And then also below that, there's some concert choir music and some other vocal resources down there as well. So they can click on each of those buttons and it will take them to each song so that they have those resources available to them. Also, just a couple of reminders that the Remind is new for Electrum. It got accidentally deleted last week. So if you want to join that, it's at ELECT21, and you can text that to 81010. And if you have any issues with that, please feel free to email me at gsjohnson, which you can see there at the bottom of the page. Also, the $200 deposit for choir was due in the spring, and so if you haven't paid that, I think most of you have, you can pay that directly on the QuickBooks link from the email that you got, or you can send a check to the Booster Club address, which is right there, P.O. Box 686, Fishers 46038, and just make sure that you send all checks to that address and not the school, so that it doesn't get confused with other things that are coming to the school. And the last thing is just our Snap Raise fundraiser. We started last week. We've already raised $17,000, which is awesome, and we have about 2.5 weeks left. We would like to try to get to $25,000, which we get 80%, so we get $20,000 for that for our booster club. So we just ask every kid to make sure that they put in those emails. If you have any questions, oh, sorry, one more thing. If there's one night that I would say is probably the most important, so we'll give you more detailed information about fees and fundraising and performance schedules and all of that. That will be on Wednesday, September 16th at 6 p.m. For our first Booster Club parent meeting. If you do have any questions, please feel free to email me anytime at gsjohnson@hse.k12.in.us. We are looking forward to having a great year, and of course, we so appreciate all of your support that you give our program and your amazing, amazing children. Thank you so much, and have a great night.